Hi guys, today is the day. Today's the day I am going to take you on a tour of my brand new studio where I went from a bare 10 by 20 room to what you see before you. And I am really happy with this studio. Like, I am not one who cries very easily, but if I wasn't dead inside, I would shed a tear because of happiness right now. So let's get into it. So now I think this space is extremely functional and efficient for a creator. So I will tell you the exact gear that I used and how I built this out, because I have this main shot, but I also have a couple of other angles now that I can use here in this space to get my work done, as well as top-down shots and product shots. You name it, I can do it in this place. But let's talk about this main area first. So I'll talk about the wood panels back and the sign, the desk and the chair in a second, but let's just talk about the bare bones, the setup. Lights, camera. So right here I have an FX30, and sometimes I use a Sigma 16mm f1.4. Right now I'm using the Sony 15mm f1.4. I am using two small rig lights with softboxes. This is the RC120D, and I have a large parabolic softbox on it, and that is giving me most of my light, the wraparound light to make me as gorgeous as possible. And then I have their new portable light. I really like this. It can be battery operated. You can plug it in via USB-C as well, but I like just using it on the battery power, and it's my kicker light. It just fills in a little bit of the shadows here. And I also have the small little softbox and the grid that comes with it. The reason I like it so much is that it's little. So I already have this big softbox and this big light doing most of the work. So this way, if I have this small little softbox, then it's not taking up all of my studio space. I have more room, to move around, to breathe, instead of two giant softboxes looking at me. So I really like this from Small Rig. These Small Rig lights are extremely affordable for the power and the quality that you get. Love the Small Rig lights. Of course, my Sony FX30, but I also, over here, I have another angle, and it's not in use right now, but this is my Sony a6700. I have various lenses on that. I have a monitor on each one so that I can see what I'm doing. The Ninja 5 is on top of the FX30. The Portkeys PT52 is over there on top of the A6700. Now, sometimes I will use my full frame cameras in here, my Panasonic S5 IIX or my Sony A7 IV or my ZV-E1. It really depends on what I'm shooting and what I want to talk about. A lot of times I'm talking about those specific cameras, so of course I'm going to have those in the shot. But generally speaking, if it's not about specific cameras, I like to leave this FX30 shot right here because setup, reliable camera, love using it. Now, the lights in the main shot are being held up by newer C-stands. I used to use plain old light stands, but when your softboxes start to get big and your lights get heavy, you definitely want something more heavy duty. And the second that I started using C-stands as opposed to cheaper light stands, you can't go back once you start using the C-stands. They actually take up less real estate on the floor. You're tripping over things less. They're so solid. They're so sturdy. I love them. Easy to use. I recommend the newer C-stands very highly. Extremely durable, high quality C-stands for a very reasonable price. Have them everywhere here in the studio. You're about to see some more. So let me show you how it works. This is the main shot with my softboxes and my chair. And if you spin it around, hello, how are you? This is actually the front door. It is being covered up by this lovely sound blanket from Producer's Choice. I couldn't find the equivalent in Canada, so I paid a ton of shipping to get this here to Canada. The shipping costs as much as the blanket. That one hurt a little bit, but it is worth it to have more sound deadening here, and it also blocks out the light from the sun when it is daylight. Right now it is nighttime. Let me show you. You see, this is the front door. This is how you get in to this lovely studio. Let's show you some more. So this is currently where I have my editing suite set up. This is a Mac Studio display. I am using a MacBook Pro M2, and not the brand new one, but it's pretty new, the M2. And I actually like to stand here and edit right now. But if I'm going through long sessions, I will get my ergonomic chair and bring it over. This is actually a Husky tool bench. It has a nice wood top, so I can put my computer on it, and it can also double as a top for product display if I want. And all those drawers are so fantastic for organization. I put my monitors in there, I put my HDMI cables, and I put in some tools that help me hang the wood panels that I will talk about at the end of the video. And I'll also have to mention them right now because there are other wood panels right here. These are a different color and provides me another quick backdrop. So if I want to change it up, let's say I start doing short form content and I want the vertical video, something that looks a little different, get right here in front of these wood panels, and maybe over here by my gimbals. Have you seen my gimbals? Oh, isn't that great? I put up these cheese plates. Love them. Hanging my gimbals. I've always wanted that. Oh, look at that. That right there is the hose of a vacuum that I forgot to put away before my studio tour. Now, very close by here, so I could do those product shots, is my slider from Zeppon. I absolutely love Zeppon sliders. I've been using them for years. And with this one here, I may never buy another slider again because it has the Pons head, which is a tilting and panning head. So you can do all those fancy shots. So I've got a slider and the ability to move, pan, and tilt all in one device with a fantastic app. I love the Zeppon sliders. I can't live without it here in the studio, and it is on my sturdy small rig tripod. This one is a bit inexpensive right here. This is the AD01, but as you can see, it is holding that slider just fine, especially because the Zeppon slider comes with those extra heavy duty support rails right there. So I just can't say enough good things about this combo. Helps me get all the product shots that I need. There's that vacuum that I forgot to put away. Speaking of tripods, my regular camera and monitors are all set up on my quick release Ulanzi tripods because I love those quick release tripods. I have them everywhere here in the studio. My second angle, my third angle, whatever you want to name, I am using those Ulanzi F38 quick release tripods. Now, something that's been helping me get all of my mobile shots here is actually this Sirui balloon light. I love it. It's like a flat panel light, except it blows up itself, so it's nice and soft, and it has a grid that you can attach or detach very quickly. See this box right here? You can put a V-mount battery on that or plug it into mains, which I have done right now. I have it on a newer rolling C-stand, so I can move it around. And over here, this is my Husky cabinet, so that I can put things that require being in a Husky cabinet. Not dogs. I would never do that. I put Husky dogs in my house where I can pet them and love them. But I love this balloon light because I can also use it as a top-down light when I want top-down shots because it is so small and light and it has a magnet at the back. I can take my newer C-stand and then just boom the arm over, make it a top-down light. This thing is extremely useful for my studio setup. Very functional. Of course, we're not done with lighting. Whenever you see someone's space and you're like, wow, that is a nice space, the reason is lighting. Those people have focused on lighting, and that makes all the difference between having a very good-looking professional setup and something that doesn't look so great. And right over here, this is just a little, it's like a ring light with some rods coming out of it. I think it's supposed to be for the TikTokers and the booty poppers, you know, I don't know, the makeup people, but it's from GVM and I like it. I think I saw it on F-Stoppers and I just like the way it looked, but not the whole thing in the shot. You know what I mean? A little mystery, just some rays of sunshine coming in. It also gives me a little bit of a hair light right here because it's right here. So I really like this. It adds a little bit of interest, in my opinion, to the shot. Now, of course, we have my Camera Crisis sign up there that has LEDs attached to it. Now, there are several companies that make these types of sign. It's a metal sign. I hung it up here on the wood slats and it has these little LEDs inside, but the LEDs aren't quite bright enough to make it really pop. So I actually used a Zhiyun light. It's one of these right here because I have two of them. This is the M20C and I am obsessed with these lights. They're so great. RGB, so functional. They're magnetic. You can take things on and off. The grids, and right here, the barn doors. That is what sells it for me, these barn doors, because I wanted the light just to focus on the sign. I didn't want blue light spilling all over the place, so I just focused the barn doors, shoots a little ray. It could light up the whole background if I wanted, but I didn't want it. I wanted to emphasize the sign. I wanted to help out those poor LEDs that are in the Camera Crisis sign that aren't quite bright enough, so I put one of these M20Cs over there on a little light stand, shining in very cool. I love it very much. These things are absolutely great. And I also lined the walls and the ceiling with some LED strips just to cause a little pizzazz. They're not necessarily going to be in the shot, but when you walk into my home studio, you will see those cool little lights, and I like to impress the visitors. Now right behind me on the floor is the Amaran P60X, just a bicolor light. I have a little softbox on it, it's a panel light, just to light up the background there so it's not so dark. So for my audio, I'm using the Rode NTG3. It is going into a Zoom F3 recorder. I will sync that up in post later. Zoom F3 recorder is so great because it's a 32-bit float recorder, so even if I get super excited here at the Crisis Center, then it's not going to peak my audio. I can just bring those levels down in post. Love a 32-bit float. Now when it comes to sound, a microphone is important, but it's much more important how you treat your room. I am quite obsessed with getting a good sound in this environment, so I got professional sound panels. They're not that expensive. When I'll link the Canadian company that I used, I just purchased them all. I got 14. I have 14 sound panels. They're on the ceiling. How many? 2, 4, 6 on the ceiling and 8 on the walls here. And these slat panels back here, these are also acoustic panels, so they help a little bit, but what's doing the majority of the work are these 3-inch thick sound panels. I love them. It deadens the echo. This room was so echoey before that. It's just cement and walls, and it was just horrendous in here. I put up these, and now super quiet. It's dead in here. I love it. So of course I've got to talk about the desk and the chair, which I could not be happier with. These things are both from FlexiSpot. I actually contacted them because I was looking for a good desk and chair for my brand new setup, and they were kind enough to send these things out. This is the E7 desk. It is a sit-stand desk. Just not only is it essential to save your back and to get you up and down and moving and your blood flowing, but also when you're trying to set up shots, you know, like if I'm trying to demonstrate a tripod or something like this, sometimes I have to move the camera up and down, and the ability to move the desk with the camera has been so fantastic for me. I love it. But I love this chair even more because it is so comfortable, ergonomic. This is the C7 ergonomic chair, and editing now, I can finally edit for more than 3 minutes at a time without killing my back. I don't know why I didn't get an ergonomic chair earlier. So anyway, they have great deals on their website. I recommend FlexiSpot very strongly, as many content creators do, because everyone is using their stuff right now for good reason. And so now, as promised, let's talk about these wood panels. These make the biggest difference aesthetically for me. I just love the way they looked. I tried a few different things in this office before I got these wood panels. I tried to put up shelving. Nothing was right until I got these. You know, wood panels are getting very popular for modern offices, and for good reason. They're just so great. They're so easy to install, and they look so good, and they're also sound deadening because it has some acoustic foam behind the wood slats there. So not only are they easy to put up, they actually help reduce a little bit of the echo. And these are from the Wood Veneer Hub. I actually have a code. So check the links and you can get a discount on your own panels from the Wood Veneer Hub. So I really appreciate them giving that code out. Really love them. I bought my own Wood Veneer Hub panels, and then I contacted the company after I liked those panels so much, and they were kind enough to work with me for this video as well. So check the links for the Wood Veneer Hub. I just love it. It's so easy, and you can just take these down and move them anywhere you want. With just one screw, you just take down a panel. Look, it's me, all right? Me. I am not some kind of engineer. Are those the people who build things? I don't know, but I put these up. Look at that, right? If I can do it, seriously anybody can do it. So thanks for watching the studio tour. Let me know down below your own ideas for a perfect office studio, the types of things you'd be interested in, and maybe I will steal those ideas and incorporate it into my video, make a new video, and pretend all of that was from my brain. We'll talk to you again soon. Okay, bye-bye.